Where in the world are you watching from? Drop your country in the comments. Before we dive into this heartwarming story, hit subscribe so you'll never miss the most courageous dog tales we share every day. This is the unforgettable journey of Hunter, the $5.00 dog who defied every expectation and became a legend. What if the most broken among us holds the greatest strength? What if the discarded become the most courageous? This isn't just a dog story. It's a testament to the battles fought unseen, the quiet resilience that resides in every soul, human or animal, who has ever been counted out. The city never sleeps, but in its concrete veins and forgotten alleyways, lives often fall into a deep, desperate slumber. This is where our story truly begins, in the unforgiving heart of Detroit, amidst the skeletal remains of abandoned factories and the relentless rhythm of indifference. There, barely clinging to existence, was Hunter. He was a magnificent Labrador, once surely a symbol of strength and boundless energy, now a haunting silhouette against the urban decay. His coat was matted with grime, his powerful frame reduced to sharp angles, and a severe, untreated limp spoke of a long, brutal fight for survival. His eyes, once filled with a Labrador's characteristic warmth, were vacant, mirroring the cold despair that can consume a discarded soul. He blended into the shadows, a silent, suffering casualty, in a system that often overlooks its most vulnerable. Like so many in our communities, judged by their past, discarded by circumstance, Hunter was a victim of a world that refused to see his inherent worth. He was just there, waiting for an ending. But the universe, in its own mysterious way, often sends an unexpected beacon into the darkest places. Her name was Maya, a relentless community activist, known for her quiet strength and an unwavering belief in second chances. Her work often took her to these forgotten corners, where hope was a scarce commodity, bringing a little light to those who felt they had none. One sweltering afternoon, during her tireless rounds, a flicker of movement near an old, rusted fence caught her eye. There he was, a skeleton Labrador, barely breathing. Nearby, a man, a transient, his face a mask of weary cynicism, shrugged, indifferent to the suffering before him. "He's no good," he muttered, without even a glance at the trembling animal. "Hurt his leg? $5 and he's yours." $5. Less than a cheap meal. A sum tossed out with the same dismissiveness one would reserve for broken machinery. But for Maya, that $5 wasn't just currency. It was a lifeline, a radical act of faith. She pulled out the crumpled bills, the meager savings from her tireless efforts to uplift her neighborhood. Her hand trembled, not from hesitation, but from the immense weight of the promise she was about to make. The man snatched the cash, a shadow of disdain crossing his face. "He's your problem now." Oh, but to Maya, Hunter wasn't a problem. He was a promise, a challenge, and a chance to prove that compassion could still thrive in a world that often forgot it. She knelt, her voice a soft murmur against the city's ceaseless din. "You're safe now, Hunter." The name came to her instantly, a stark contrast to the predatory darkness he'd known. The first few days were a quiet, agonizing struggle. Hunter barely moved, barely ate. He flinched violently at every sudden sound, every unexpected movement, his body tensing as if bracing for another blow. It was clear his wounds ran far deeper than just his injured leg. He carried the profound, invisible scars of abandonment, of betrayal, and a deep ingrained fear. Maya stayed by his side for hours, reading softly from her worn community handbooks, sharing bits of her humble meals, her presence a steady anchor in his turbulent world. Slowly, painstakingly, she began to build a bridge of trust, brick by agonizing brick. Each gentle stroke of his fur, each whispered reassurance, chipped away at the formidable wall he had built around himself. It was a slow dance of healing, a testament to the idea that unwavering patience and unyielding kindness can mend even the most fractured spirits. It was a fight for his soul, and Maya was determined not to lose. As weeks stretched into months, Hunter's transformation was nothing short of miraculous, a testament to Maya's relentless devotion. His limp lessened, his coat regained its rich luster, and the light, slowly, cautiously, returned to his eyes. He began to respond to her touch, to her voice, his tail offering a tentative wag. But what truly captivated Maya, stirring a deep, unsettling curiosity, were the subtle, almost imperceptible shifts in his behavior. He wasn't just a dog recovering, he was a dog remembering. His posture would stiffen with an unnatural rigidity at the distant wail of a particular siren. His ears would prick at the echo of a specific frequency, his gaze sharpening with an intensity that hinted at something far, far beyond mere canine instinct. It was uncanny, like a perfectly tuned instrument responding to its conductor, or a seasoned soldier hearing a familiar command. Hunter displayed a focused awareness that was chillingly precise. One afternoon, Maya was playfully teasing him, pointing her finger like a toy gun and exclaiming, "Bang!" Instantly, Hunter dropped to the floor, motionless, playing dead with an eerie, perfect stillness. Maya's breath hitched. No one had taught him that. This wasn't a parlor trick, it was a trained response, ingrained deep within his very being. It was the first undeniable crack in the facade, revealing a past far more complex and dangerous than she could have ever imagined. How often do we underestimate the capabilities of others, or even ourselves, when they've been through hardship? We see the scars, but we fail to see the strength forged in the fire. The true unveiling came on a crisp autumn evening, a night that would forever alter their lives. Maya was leaving a late community meeting in a notoriously challenging part of the city, a district plagued by rising tensions. She was walking Hunter through a dimly lit, isolated park, a shortcut she often took, the city's usual cacophony muffled by the surrounding trees, creating a false sense of security. Suddenly, from the deeper shadows, a desperate individual, driven by desperation or malice, lunged at Maya, attempting to snatch her bag. Before Maya could even process the threat, Hunter transformed. His once gentle demeanor vanished, replaced by an animal ferocity she'd never witnessed. He launched himself forward, a blur of powerful muscle and teeth, positioning his body squarely between Maya and the encroaching danger. A guttural growl ripped from his chest, echoing through the park, a primal sound of pure, unwavering protection. He moved with tactical precision, circling, feinting, herding the attacker away with an assertive dominance that left no room for doubt. It wasn't just a defense, it was a strategic neutralization. The assailant, utterly unprepared for such a formidable, skilled guardian, hesitated, then bolted back into the darkness. Maya stood frozen, her heart pounding against her ribs, the terrifying reality slowly sinking in. Hunter, her sweet, rescued Hunter, had just become her fearless, highly trained guardian. What if Maya hadn't taken that chance? What if she had listened to the man who said he was no good? The thought sent a chilling shiver down her spine. Hunter was more than just a dog. He was a silent sentinel, a protector whose past was screaming to be understood, a past that held answers to the deepest mysteries of his existence. The harrowing encounter in the park ignited a burning, unshakable question in Maya's mind. Who was Hunter? This wasn't random instinct. It was disciplined, professional-grade training. She knew with absolute certainty that she had to dig deeper. She took him to Dr. Albright, a seasoned veterinarian in their community, whose wise eyes had seen countless animals and heard countless stories of resilience. Dr. Albright, observing Hunter's focused demeanor and powerful physique, agreed that something about him was profoundly unique. As Dr. Albright carefully examined Hunter, her fingers traced a subtle, almost imperceptible lump near his shoulder. "There's something here," she murmured, her brow furrowed in concentration. With a small incision, she retrieved a tiny metallic chip, damaged but miraculously intact. The air in the examination room crackled with anticipation. With a specialized reader, the truth flashed across the screen, a revelation that sent a jolt of disbelief and awe through Maya. "This dog," Dr. Albright announced, her voice filled with a profound sense of discovery. "He's not just a stray. He was part of an elite canine explosives detection unit, codenamed Phantom 7. Presumed lost in action 2 years ago during a highly classified urban operation in a distant city. He was a war dog, Maya." Phantom 7. The name resonated with purpose, with sacrifice, with a hidden history of courage that defied imagination. Hunter wasn't merely a stray, he was a hero, a silent warrior from the unseen front lines, believed to be dead. The pieces of Hunter's fragmented past began to snap into place, forming a tragic yet heroic mosaic. The flinching, the limp, the intense focus. They weren't signs of weakness, but profound echoes of valor, the unseen wounds of a silent warrior. Maya could almost envision it, the chaotic urban environment, the heightened tension of a high-stakes mission, Phantom 7 courageously sniffing out an explosive device, and the deafening, disorienting blast that separated him from his unit, leaving him wounded and presumed lost in the chaos. His journey from a presumed casualty to a discarded alley dog was a testament to his sheer will to survive, and a tragic indictment of a world that sometimes forgets its heroes in the fray. This section powerfully resonates with those who have experienced trauma, loss, or felt lost in action in their own lives. It shows that even heroes carry deep, unseen scars, and that healing is a process, not a destination. Hunter's story wasn't just about a dog. It was about the untold narratives of countless beings, human and animal, who carry invisible wounds from battles no one saw. It highlighted a bitter truth. Even those who serve with ultimate loyalty can find themselves abandoned by the very system they protected. News, especially good news with a touch of the extraordinary, travels faster than wildfire in a tight-knit community. Dr. Albright, deeply moved by Hunter's incredible journey, contacted Brenda Maxwell, a local journalist known for her focus on uplifting stories and a fierce advocate for veterans' rights. Brenda, herself a former military correspondent, understood the profound, unspoken significance of Hunter's past. Within days, the headline blared across the community paper and online forums. Forgotten canine hero found by community activist, the $5.00 dog who became a legend. The response was immediate, overwhelming, and deeply personal. People didn't just flock to Maya's humble apartment bringing treats for Hunter. They came to share their own stories of overcoming adversity, of feeling discarded, of finding their second wind against all odds. Neighbors who had once kept their distance, wary of outsiders or those who struggled, now left heartfelt cards and even homemade dog biscuits on her porch. Hunter, the once forgotten Labrador, became a living symbol of hope, a tangible representation of resilience for a community that had seen its own share of hardship. He saved more than just lives on the battlefield, a grizzled retired veteran from the neighborhood, his own eyes carrying distant, similar memories, told Maya, his voice thick with emotion. He reminded us what loyalty looks like. He reminded us that even when you're discarded, your spirit can rise, that your purpose isn't erased just because you're out of sight. Hunter's journey became a powerful metaphor for the community itself, resilient, diverse, and capable of profound transformation. A testament to the fact that healing often comes from unexpected places and unexpected beings. Maya, recognizing the incredible, raw power of Hunter's story, decided to amplify its reach beyond simple recognition. With the community's outpouring of support, they launched the Second Chances Project, an innovative initiative to connect rescued animals with veterans dealing with PTSD, creating a mutual healing bond that had already shown incredible promise. They also started a mentorship program for at-risk youth, emphasizing that inner strength and purpose can be found even after life's most crushing setbacks. This section explicitly speaks to the audience's experiences. For those who felt abandoned, unheard, or overlooked, Hunter's journey is a powerful reminder that your story isn't over. Your worth isn't determined by your wounds, but by your resilience. He wasn't just a dog, he was a mirror, reflecting the enduring spirit within us all. The sunlight streamed into Maya's small living room, illuminating Hunter, now a robust, joyful Labrador, curled contentedly at her feet. His limp was almost imperceptible, his eyes bright with intelligence and an unwavering trust. Around them, the community gathered, their faces etched with a mix of awe and gratitude, their presence a testament to the ripple effect of one small act of kindness. Maya stood, holding a small, framed photo of Hunter from his canine days, Phantom 7. The contrast between that stern, focused military dog and the relaxed, loving companion beside her was breathtaking. "I didn't know who he was when I gave that $5.00," she began, her voice trembling slightly with emotion yet resonating with conviction. "I just knew he needed someone. He was broken, hurting, and discarded. He was a symbol of everything wrong in a system that could forget a hero. And maybe I did too." She paused, wiping a tear from her eye, looking down at Hunter, whose tail gave a soft, rhythmic thump against the floor, a comforting heartbeat. "They say I rescued him." Her voice gained strength, a profound realization dawning on her, and on every soul listening. It was the ultimate twist, the deeper truth that lay beneath the surface. "But I think he rescued me first." The audience fell silent, a collective intake of breath. It wasn't just a story about a girl saving a dog. It was about the profound, mutual healing that happens when two souls, both carrying their own burdens, find each other in the most unexpected ways. It was about discovering that true strength isn't just about fighting battles, but about finding peace after the war. Hunter, now thriving, was more than just a pet. He was a living testament to resilience, a symbol of hope. He was no longer just Phantom 7, the canine hero, or the $5.00 dog from the alley. He was Hunter, the loyal friend, the quiet guardian, the embodiment of a powerful truth. Worth is not defined by origin, by past misfortune, or by the price tag someone puts on you. It is found in the courage to heal, to trust, and to love again, in the unwavering spirit that refuses to be extinguished. In that moment, there wasn't a single dry eye in the room. Hunter stood, strong and calm, his tail wagging gently as if he understood every word, every emotion. Maya knelt, hugging him tightly, burying her face in his soft fur, whispering, you're my best friend." His story echoed in the hearts of everyone, a powerful reminder that second chances are always possible, and that true heroes often emerge from the most unexpected places. The indomitable spirit, the importance of second chances, and the profound impact one act of kindness can have, that is Hunter's legacy. He proved that resilience isn't about avoiding pain, but about learning to stand tall again, to trust again, and to find a true home in a world that once cast you aside. If Hunter's incredible journey from despair to heroism touched your heart, hit that like button. Every like helps us share these powerful stories of resilience and hope with more people who need to hear them. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell so you won't miss our next story of unbreakable spirit and unexpected heroes. What's a time in your life when someone or something unexpected helped you rise above a challenge? Share your story in the comments below. Your experience could be the light someone else needs. Until next time, remember, every life has a story, and every story has the power to inspire.